Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with,
AG the intern. Hello, everyone.
and today we're just going to have a conversation and let y'all sit there and listen to it and watch what we have to say. But you said you had a question for
I do
me.
have a question. I wanted to know, what is your favorite kind of movie?
A lot of people ask me that.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've ever given this answer, not that I've given the wrong answers. But my favorite kind of movies, sad movies.
What?
Yes, I love sad movies.
Why?
Let me tell you, it goes back to my mother. My mother, who died when I was 14, but she was very dramatic and she loved sad things. I don't know why, but she did. When she was growing up, I talked to her, my aunts and uncles, and they said when my mother, Virginia, was growing up in Gadsden, Alabama, that the family lived on a hill, up on top of the hill, big two-story house up on top of the hill, and you could look over the hill, over the road in front, down the hill, and there was a cemetery down there at the
Okay.
bottom of the hill. And they said my mother would sit on the front porch, and if she saw the hearse
Oh, boy.
headed toward the cemetery, she was off that porch, down that hill, making her way up to the front of the crowd, and she would stand there and moan and cry
Oh.
and weep. Of
Wow.
course, people are saying, this poor child, why? She didn't know him.
Yeah.
She got caught up in the drama. Her brothers and sisters called her the buzzard.
And why is that?
Because buzzards swoop around when there's death.
Oh, true. Yes.
You know that? You know,
Yes.
carcasses there.
Yes.
But she just had that flair for the dramatic. And then, she got married. I was their second child, the youngest child. And I can remember that my mother would rock me. I can remember back then. She would rock me in the chair and she would sing to me. Now, my mother was a wonderful person. I'm giving this impression.
I'm sure she was. I'm
she
sure
was
she
a
was.
wonderful person. But she would sing this song to me. And, if I can remember it. Climb upon my knee, sonny boy. You're all the world to me, sonny boy.
That was good.
The angels got lonely and took you for their only. Now I'm lonely too, sonny boy.
Thank you for that. That was great.
What is bad is at some point it dawned on me, hey, that kid she's singing about died.
Oh.
The angels got lonely and took him for their only.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm
It's
sitting there
clicking now.
thinking, uh-oh. Then she had another one, and gosh, in this, Me Too age, and physical abuse is strong in ink. But there was this song she was singing, and I don't remember it all. And I tried to look it up on Google, and I couldn't find it. But it would say, he beat her, he banged her, he flung her around, he threw her in the river where he knew she would drown.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the next line is, and now they're gonna hang him.
As they
She
should.
loved those songs. And she just had that flair. And I got caught up in it. Movies, I don't like trauma in real life, at all. But fictionalized characters, songs, you ever heard the song Tom Dooley? Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley?
No.
Okay, Kingston Trio. But in it, he says, it was a popular song back in the 50s and 60s, I guess it was during that time. But it's hang down your head, Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry, hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy, you're bound to die. He met her on a mountain, stabbed her with a knife, met her on the mountain, there he took her life.
Is this like something that everybody knows? Am I the only one that doesn't know this song? Like, is this a common song that everybody
Tom
knows?
Dooley is a pretty common song.
Oh, gosh, I'm gonna study up.
Your head, Tom Dooley. But then I remember when Terry and I got married, we had moved to North Carolina and we had an apartment, and this program came on television, and it was titled Brian's Song. And it starred James Caan as Brian Piccolo, a true story, and he was an athlete, and at his prime, he was had a horrible disease and died. One of the saddest movies I ever saw. So Terry and I watched it, and together, and we hadn't been married long, and she looks over and she's going, "Oh, that was sweet and sad." And she looks over at me, and I'm like,
You're just bawling on the, yeah.
And she recovered in like 5 minutes. 30 minutes later, I was still a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they do. It's catharsis or whatever. Do you like sad movies?
I like sad movies in moderation. I'm more of a suspense girl. I love like Shutter Island and things like that. Those kinds of movies are my favorites.
So you were the Love Story. Did you ever see Love Story? Ryan O'Neal and
No.
Ally McGraw?
No.
Need to look that up?
I like The Notebook.
See, there's one. Oh my God.
That one has me, bawling every single time I watch it.
It's
I've
funny
seen it 20
because
times.
people do let movies affect them. I was in college with a guy, and we went to see Old Yeller, the Disney movie where the dog dies at the end.
I refuse to watch that movie. I can't do it.
He had to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, he got so loud. I mean, we were like, "Come on,
Yeah.
what's
Get it together.
What's going on? Get together." I was, kind of, crying about
But not
it.
that much.
but he was going in. He was just, falling apart. But I do, it's something I can read a book that is sad and really get emotional about it. And I hate to say it, but the older you get,
Yeah.
the more your
The more
emotions
emotional.
you become.
Yeah.
But I could watch those, greeting card commercials on television, where the children
Yeah.
come home for Christmas.
Okay, now those get me too. I'll sit there and
I do.
tear up a little bit.
I'm very much involved. But there was a song, one thing, sad movies always make me cry. I haven't heard that in a trillion years. But it was something, it triggers something in me, and I just get right into the moment. I get, maybe I have that safety hatch of this isn't real, but
Right.
I can allow myself to spare the emotions for that. So, when people say, what's your favorite kind of movie? Sad movies.
I would have never thought sad movies would be your favorite.
And I bet you there are people who are watching this say, that wasn't what I thought he was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But surprise us all.
Yeah. It is. But there are other, like you said, Shutter Island and things like that. I love mysteries. A good mystery that really works. It keeps you in suspense
Until the very end. I love those kinds of movies.
That I can't figure out. That I want it to be logical and to leave me satisfied at the end. But that's again with every movie. I want the characters to grab me. I don't want to be. I'll be talking about a movie next week. I'm not going to give the name of it now, but I felt like I was watching a performance. I don't want to feel like I'm watching a performance. I want to feel like I'm in the story.
Watching real life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I don't want to catch. They say the worst thing that can happen is if you catch an actor acting. And sometimes you see them and you think those are really good performances, but they're performances. So give me the linear story. That's a big thing with me. I like for it to start at point A and go all the way through. Don't flash back 50 times, and that's a trend now.
Yeah.
But for this conversation, you asked the question, what was my favorite movie?
Yes. I'm sure everyone is excited to know the answer. So now you know.
And we're going to think about it in the future, doing a Q&A where we get people to come in with questions.
Yes.
And so they can ask me.
Actually, you can leave questions in the comments below, and we will be sure to get to it when we do that Q&A.
How about that? But for today, she asked me my favorite kind of movie, and I've given you the answer.
Yes.
I gave it to you, and yet I'm giving it to them.
Yeah.
But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper along with
AG the intern.